The middle ear is composed of three bones called malleus, incus, and stapes, and two muscles that is called tensor villi tympani that attach to the eustachian tube and originate from eustachian tubes and innervated by the mandibular nerve. And there is the other muscles that attach to the stapes that are called stapedius. This is innervated by the facial nerve. There are 6 surfaces for the middle ear. Middle ear is like a box. There is the lateral wall, medial wall, interior wall, and back side is posterior wall, and there is a floor and roof. On the posterior wall, above the posterior wall of the middle ear, there is a bony spaces that are filled with the air that is called mastoid air cell, and this mastoid air cells are connected to the middle ears by the mastoid antrum. So we will discuss the infection of the middle ear. The infection of the middle ear are mostly seen in infants and young children. The main cause of the infection of the middle ear in infants and young children is due to the eustachian tube in young children, and infants are more wider, more horizontal, and shorter. So the bacteria and other pathogens and even milk feeding when the baby is lying. When the baby is in lying position, the milk infection from the nasopharynx can go easily through the eustachian tube to the middle ear. So the middle ear can be infected easily, but in the adult stage, this eustachian tube become less horizontal and narrow. So the chances of infection become less in the adults. First we will discuss the acute suppurative otitis media. The infection of the middle ear is called otitis media, that is middle ear. Otitis means infection of the ear, media means the middle ear. Number first, infection of the middle ear is acute suppurative otitis media. Acute means the infection is acute, they are not chronic. Suppurative means this infection there is pus formation, and otitis media is the infection of the middle ear. The causes of acute suppurative otitis media. Acute suppurative infection of the middle ear, that is acute suppurative otitis media, is pulling the baby at the ear. That we pull the baby at the ear, the risk of infection increases. And the acute suppurative otitis media are more common in infants and young children of lower socio-economic state. The root of the acute suppurative otitis media mostly is by the eustachian tube. This is the eustachian tube. And the second cause is the feeding in infants in the horizontal position. When we feed the baby in horizontal position, there is the risk of milk enter to the middle ear through eustachian tube, because eustachian tube in baby are more horizontal, more wider, and shorter. So the milk can be enter into the middle ear. The milk can enter to the middle ear, and there is they change the middle ear pressure, and they also cause the infection in the middle ear. The third causes of the acute suppurative otitis media is swimming or diving. When we are swimming or diving, the eustachian tube, the ear, the water through the nasopharynx can enter our nose, and through the nasopharynx they are go to the eustachian tube and then into the middle ear. So the water may contain bacteria or only water that also infect the ear. that is the middle ear. Due to traumatic perforation of tympanic membrane, the middle ear infection can also occur. This is the tympanic membrane. This is the tympanic membrane. Due to perforation of this tympanic membrane due to trauma or other causes, the infection from the external ear can easily spread to the inner ear, to the middle ear. Due to the traumatic perforation of tympanic membrane, the infection can spread. The predisposing factor for the acute suppurative otitis media are the recurrence attack of common cold, upper respiratory tract infection, because the upper respiratory tract infection can spread through the nasopharynx, through the eustachian tube to the middle ear. The measles, the diphtheria, the tonsillitis, adenitis, and rhinitis and sinusitis can also cause the acute suppurative otitis media. And pegging of nose for epistaxis can also increase the risk factor for the acute suppurative otitis media. The bacterial causes of the acute suppurative otitis media are mainly three. That is, number first is the Streptococcus pneumoniae. The Streptococcus pneumoniae. The Streptococcus pneumoniae causes 30% cases of the acute suppurative otitis media and in infants and young children. Number second is the Haemophilus influenza. The Haemophilus influenza causes the acute suppurative otitis media in infants and young children, 20% of the cases. And number third is the Moraxella catarrhalis. Moraxella catarrhalis. The Moraxella catarrhalis can cause the 12% of the middle ear infection, that is otitis media. These three pathogens, that is Streptococcus pneumoniae, the number one cause of the middle ear infection in young children and infants. Number second is Haemophilus influenza, 20% of the cases. Number third is the Moraxella catarrhalis, 12%. These three cover the 95% cases of the acute otitis media due to bacterial origin. The Pseudomonas also may cause the otitis media, but the Pseudomonas are the most common cause of the otitis externa, that is external ear infection. Now we discuss the stages of the acute suppurative otitis media. The acute suppurative otitis media are divided into the different stages. Number first stage is the stage of tubal occlusions. In the stage of tubal occlusion, the edema and hyperemia and blockage of the eustachian tube occur. When the blockage of the eustachian tube occur, there is the negative intra-tympanic pressure in the tympanic cavity, negative intra-tympanic pressure. This intra-tympanic pressure retracted the tympanic membrane. When the retraction of the tympanic membrane occurs, they may infect the middle ear, and they also can cause the perforation of the middle ear in severe cases. So the first stage is the stage of tubal occlusion, that is involvement of the eustachian tube. Edema, hyperemia of the eustachian tube, blockage of the eustachian tubes, they causes the negative intra-tympanic pressure in the middle ear. So the retraction of the tympanic membrane occur. Now, the symptoms for the tubal occlusions are the deafness, earache, that is ear pain. Signs are the retracted tympanic membrane and light reflexes. Loss of light reflexes may be seen, and there is retracted tympanic membrane in the tubal occlusions. In the tuning fork test, the conductive deafness present. Number second stage is the stage of presumption. In this stage, inflammatory exudate appear in the tympanic membrane. The stage of presumption. In the stage of presumption, the inflammatory exudate appear. The inflammatory exudate appear on the tympanic membrane on the stage of presumption. The tympanic membrane become congested in the stage of presumption, that is the second stage of the acute suppurative otitis media, and the tympanic membrane become congested. Signs of the stage of presumption are severe earache or severe ear pain that may disturb the sleep of the infants and young children, and they are crying and pulling on the ear because they feel pain, that is ear pain or earache, and restless of the baby. The sign of the second stage of the acute suppurative otitis media is that is stage of presumption. The signs are the congestion of the pars tensa. Pars tensa is a part of the tympanic membrane, and in the tympanic membrane, the cartwheel appearance occur. Cartwheel appearance on the tympanic membrane occur. The tuning forks show the conductive deafness. Number third stage is the stage of suppuration. Suppuration means pus formation. This is the third stage. In this third stage of the acute suppurative otitis media, that is pus formation. Formation of pus occur. The pus formation is the stage of suppuration occur in the tympanic cavity, and this pus bulge the tympanic membrane to the point of rupture. Bulge the tympanic membrane. Bulging of the tympanic membrane occur. The symptoms of the stage of suppuration is excruciating pain in the ear. The fever may rises up to 103 Fahrenheit, and vomiting in infants can occur. The sign of the stage of suppuration is bulged tympanic membrane. The tympanic membrane become red, loss of landmarks, and the handle of the Mealyus may be engulfed. This is the handle of the Mealyus. This may be engulfed. Nipple-like partition of the tympanic membrane occur. Nipple-like appearance of the tympanic membrane occur. The X-ray of the mastoid bone show clouding of air cells. So there is air cells. In X-ray of mastoid show the clouding of the air cell. Clouding of the air cell. So the stage of resolution. Number 4 stage is the stage of resolution. In the stage of resolution, the tympanic membrane rupture and releases pus. This is the stage of resolution. This tympanic membrane become rupture and this releases this pus to the external ear. In the stage of this resolution, if we treat this before the